All right, what is going on, everybody? Super Saiyan Paul here, back at it again. Before we jump to this video, guys, please leave me a like on this video. Smash that like button for me, subscribe, hit that bell icon. We're about to dive into Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 88 spoilers, a summary, leaked images before the release day is out. Right now it's December 16th, and it's not really due for another 4 days or so. So we got a whole bunch of really new crazy confirmations, and it's just really overall a breakdown of what we're gonna expect to see in this arc, and a few moments that I thought were pretty cool. So like I said, smash that like button, subscribe to keep up to date with this stuff, because I'm doing it day by day. And right here we got this first panel that shows what they're doing currently on Beerus Planet colorized, right? So this was one of the leaked panels we've been covering on the channel, and right here we got the official colorway of Black Frieza now. So we've seen that a lot of people keep that black kind of skin and then the white base form armor around here. The thing is, though, I feel like there should have been more to this transformation if it's not already revealed yet. Me personally, I feel as though there should be a fourth cooler looking form if Cooler is not already being hidden in the scenes, behind the scenes or anything like that. I feel as though if he went black, change the eye color to like gold or something to kind of contrast it. And if you ever watch Kuroko's basketball, like the way it follows the eyes, have it move around like that with like the Ultra Instinct way they had it with Jiren, where like the eyes are moving with it. Have it like that with Frieza, you know? Some golden eyes would go good with the black. But I don't know, he'd be the Lakers. He look like the Lakers. Frieza with Lakers. Anyway, so then we got Vegeta just like staring off at what basically one-hitted him, and he's preparing to train against that. So remember, in Dragon Ball Superhero, the movie, that's what they were basically training for. This Frieza right here, the next big bad. So right here is another colorized panel. This is Great Saiyaman X1 and X2. Them being the goofy goobers that they are, this is going to lead directly into what we're about to see here. So another colorized thing. We got the zombie people that we're about to see in this. So these are the guys that they're about to fight. You got Dr. Hido, the goober from the movie. You got Goten and Trunks. They got a lot of clean animation, and I like the color that they put here. It's like a mix of the purple and blue, which makes more sense for it to kind of be. And then we got Maya's Nadell too, and all of them in high school with Krillin as a cop. So it's just like that Gohan arc and the Boo arc. Remember when he was going to Orange Star High School? I called that in my video yesterday. But so the summary of this, make sure you guys just pause the video if you guys want to stop at any time, but I'm just going to read this off. So chapter 88 of the Dragon Ball Super manga, it's called The Birth of Superheroes. So the chapter starts with Goku and Vegeta back on Beerus' planet. Goku, Whis, Beerus, and the Oracle Fish eat yakisoba, which is noodles, while Vegeta looks up upon the sky, looking at his new goal of defeating Black Frieza one day. Meanwhile on Earth, two mysterious masked men appear on the streets, calling themselves the Clean Up Heroes, Saiyaman X1 and Saiyaman X2, to stop a jewelry store robbery. The robbery and the civilians in there are surprised to see that the heroes overturn the thieves' car, and then they begin to deliver their heroic lines in front of the people. So it's like a slice of life of cringe. I'm gonna get more into my opinion on this arc in a second, but basically they stop the knives that they charge him with, the guns that they cheat him with, and they call it cleanup complete. So they're inspired by this cleanup god hero, right? And they unmasked themselves after going to a rooftop nearby. We've seen this in one of the panels that were leaked in my previous videos. I'll show you guys some screenshots of that at the end. And they show Goten and Trunks, who have now grown up. So they're introduced through unmasking themselves after doing some great Saiyaman brawling. Instead of like in Superhero, we just saw them kind of appear. This one is going to be them being unmasked, like the Vicious kind of Batman superhero thing that we couldn't even tell apart. So, okay. They talk about their dialogues and poses being similar to a game hero, a clean god. But Goten tells Trunks not to worry so much since they're a duo, while the clean god works alone. So this guy is some kind of Mr. Clean icon. And I know Dr. Hido, from what I hear, is also influenced from him, and that's why he got that superhero design. So this is how that all ties in, which I thought was pretty clever. It's going to get even more clever in a second. So Goten gets a news alert. Trunks gets excited to hear the word robbery, but it's something about a cyber attack, which we've also realized that Trunks in this one is not that good with computers. And they decide to just get this, they can't actually do this one, so they put this one down. Goten gets a call from Chi-Chi, who's shouting at him for being late to being home after school. So it's just like Gohan back in the day. And Goten and Trunks haven't been able to tell they didn't tell their family about the hero activities. So then Goten changes to his regular costume, and then I think he flies off. And Trunks tells him that they're going to make a wristwatch that switches costumes like Gohan did. Since he can't ask Bulma, he asks Pilaf instead, with Goten leaving on the flying Nimbus, which I don't really know if that makes sense. It's a good callback, but it's like, yo, how fast are they regardless? Didn't they even stunt on everybody when they went into Gotenks? I know it's not them right now, and it wasn't them fully at the past, but like just how many times they could circle the Earth in like record speed within half an hour. But anyway, he leaves his superhero outfit with Trunks for him to get that fixed, and Trunks goes to the other side of the street and sees if he changes into a superhero outfit so he can risk anybody knowing about his identity. So it's them just like really playing the character, and it's like mainly this entire chapter it was just that little shot of Goku and Vegeta, and then it's gonna be like majority Goten and Trunks on this goober stuff. So he spots his grandparents ironically near a flower shop nearby, and he's wearing his disguise, and then all of a sudden they have a little bit of a conversation, and the pet that's with them, a dinosaur, actually recognizes Trunks, and they're like, yo, this dinosaur doesn't really get along with people unless they're really close to the family. And they're like, huh? So they get something with some kind of a plant mini quest. But anyway, I'm gonna skip all that because it's just really pure filler. Dino noticed something. It's a Capsule Corp helper robots running away from a zombie. The next day, Capsule Corporation Trunks goes to Pilaf to ask him about the wristwatches, and Pilaf tells him that Trunks is ready and hand him over. Goten will be done in a day's time. Yeah, the translation here is a little sloppy with some of it, but I'm still reading. In return of keeping this a secret, Pilaf asks Trunks to keep the stealing of the Dragon Balls a secret from Bulma. Trunks agrees and gives him and reminds him about his part of the deal, to which Pilaf says that he hasn't even told Shu and Mai about these hero activities. Bulma interrupts them from behind and asks what they're talking about so secretly. Trunks gets surprised, but manages to avoid the conversation somehow. And then Bulma asks him if it isn't his school time, and then Trunks runs for school, but sees Mai and Shu pick up a heavy box and stops to help her. Shu asks Trunks to help him lift his boxes too, but Trunks ignores him and leaves after blushing and saying Mai goodbye. Bulma notices this. So Trunks and Mai, they're really shipping them in the past here, even though, like I pointed this out before, isn't she like a 40-year-old woman? It's so weird. And this is Goober Trunks. Bulma confronts Pilaf, telling him that she saw him sneak into the room and steal the Dragon Balls on a surveillance camera, and since he's gonna waste the wish on something silly, she wants him to hand it over and keep it in safe hands. So Trunks leaves for school riding a bicycle similar to a Gohan rode, and we got the power song, and it's just not a Capsule Corp model of that bike. Damn, they went to some serious detail here. Trunks arrives at the school, and it's called Blue Hal High School. I thought it said Hall. Just like Orange Star High School for Gohan, Blue Hal High School for Trunks. This kind of seems modernized, and he sneaks into class from a window. His teacher spots him and punishes him for being late, which I think they should be able to move so fast. It kind of looks like Hermione from Harry Potter just popping into the class. But Trunks' friend, Compass, asks him about the reason why he's late, to which Trunks replies that he's been busy with some after-school work. And Compass assumes that it's related to Capsule Corp, since Trunks is going to be the next president of this, and makes it clear that he doesn't want that position. He wants to be more excited in life and doesn't want to be tied to a desk job that's boring. Trunks' friend Lula invites him to Butterfly Mountain for a test of courage game, since the school hockey players reported ghost sightings by Butterfly Mountain. Trunks backs out saying it's boring, but in reality he's too afraid of ghosts. Okay. After school, Trunks invites Goten to come over and play Clean God games. Trunks, is this just like some kind of propaganda for people to wash their ass? Trunks wants to be more active in his real-time hero time, but not in the game playing as a hero. So seeing Trunks' watch, Goten can't wait for his too. Trunks tells him that he used the watch once during recess to go buy 2 movie tickets to Clean God's first day showing. Goten thinks the ticket's for him, but it's not. It's for Mai because he wants to go out with her. So he's just really trying to bag up Mai. Trunks goes to the lab, asks Mai for that movie, but she rejects the invite as everyone in the lab is busy fixing the helper robots. Trunks asks the reason why so many robots suddenly need fixing, and Shu tells him that these robots have become disobedient and ran away from their owners' houses. Pilaf believes that this is no malfunction, must be someone's doing. Shu tells that according to some rumors, there's a bunch of people who appear at night, modify the robots, causing them to malfunction. Trunks thanks to catch those guys to free Mai for the next Saturday. So this man's down bad, and all of his interests are aligning. So Captain Safe, Trunks and Goten go out to the street at night. The boys don't see anything suspicious in the area. Goten mentions that there have been reports of ghost sightings in that area too. Trunks shivers in fear. So this is kind of like the cosmetics plus Gohan's episodes. These guys are acting like pure goobers. It's a slice of life episode. I see this being like one just pure episode. These guys actually, it's a fun story, but I don't think this is gonna go too far besides just tying in small minor things. But look at this. So they're really going into depth and detail with these ghost things. And Trunks says that he's a son of a scientist, but he can't believe that ghosts are real. But Goten reminds him that both Goku and Vegeta both died once and came back as ghosts to the real world. Plus, bro, their fusion attack, super ghost kamikaze attack. Come on, bro. They even ripped apart dimensions. So that one was like, I don't know. You have an attack called super ghost kamikaze attack. Trunks bumps into a seriously injured faced man, gets scared, and hides in the alley. Goten notices the seriously injured faced man do something with a remote to an old man's robot. Trunks thinks that he's wearing such a mask to scare people. A car passes by the boys with bright lights, blinding them. They suspect the culprits inside the car, so they follow it. It leads them to the rumored Butterfly Mountain where the ghosts are sighted the most. So their interests all ended up right back here. This is it's like a Scooby-Doo episode mixed with Trunks and Goten. Trunks is scared, but he wants to go home, but Goten wants to continue. Goten reminds him that solving this case will let Mai go out into the movie with him. Trunks overcomes his fear and is now ready to solve the case. Trunks and Goten find out that their helper robots were reprogrammed to work at their factory. A heavily injured man in bandages notices the intruders, but it's actually Trunks' friend. The man in the bandages grabs Compass by the neck. Okay, Trunks asks Goten to wait outside as he transforms into Saiyaman X1 and goes inside to save him. He arrives at the nick of time to save Compass. The zombies gang up on Trunks, but he easily sends them flying. Like, there's nobody that's going to be a challenge for him. This guy's way too strong. So Trunks hits their leader with an upcycle punch, but he blocks it. So he's fighting at human level. He says his body has been modified to withstand a certain amount of impact. Okay, so his body's been modified so he can take a punch from Trunks. This kid had Super Saiyan at the age of 7 years old. As Trunks is about to try another one of his finishing moves, the watch times out. He loses his costume and his identity is revealed to his friends. Goten destroys the lights, which is pretty cool, and then takes away the schoolmates to safety, leaving Trunks behind. Goten tells them that it was the ghost doing. They made them hallucinate into seeing Trunks as Saiyaman X1. So this is very, very goobery. Back in the factory, Trunks defeats the leader by going Super Saiyan. So he uses it as a light source, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like that Yakon fight. Trunks finds a safe. In it was a disc titled Dr. Gero. He takes it home to check it later. Super Cop Krillin arrives at the spot. He was there as he got a report from a nearby resident seeing moving corpses in the area. Trunks gets shocked in fear hearing moving corpses. Krillin further informs them that recently many bodies were stolen from the mortuary. People who saw those dead bodies moving here reported this to station. Sometime later, Dr. Hito, the grandson and the one from Superhero, returned to the factory at Butterfly Mountain. He notices all his Alpha soldiers knocked down to the ground. Alpha 12 gives him Trunks' school badge and says that a kid from this school did this. So he got the school badge. That was the leader that he got knocked down. That was modified. Dr. Hito is pissed to see that the Dr. Gero disc is missing from his safe. The sushi business was starting to catch pace now, but thanks to Trunks, Dr. Hito has to find a new business to carry out his expenses. Wow. So he was in the sushi business, and now because of Trunks, he has to find a new business. Hey, yo, wait, whoa. Sushi business with corpses. Okay. Next day, Trunks comes from the lab to go out to the movie with Mai, but Pilaf tells him about the severely broken helper robots that were collected from Butterfly Mountain. So they need to fix it or they can't get sleep. Trunks realizes it was him who did that to that robot. So what's on the disc that Trunks found? Next time, Hito's operation begins. So that's pretty much the entire chapter. It's all gonna be Goten and Trunks and maybe one follow-up chapter to see what exactly they're gonna do with this outfit, because they barely even showcase Goten with it. But here's some photos of like them just walking in the street here. There's the Dido dog, and then Look at this, they're buying the flowers. He didn't want to get recognized by the dino dog. Basically, that's Trunks right there. It licks him, and that's back when they said, hey, he's only friends with the family. How do you know? But look at that, he's just trying his best not to get caught. As we skim through here, this is him trying to sneak in through the window. Teacher catches him, which he should be faster than, you know? And look at this. He's stopping people from littering onto kids and stuff like that, and throws it right back at this dude's head. Blue Hal High School. And from there, we go. Him getting a hot dog, a glizzy. Him trying to talk his spit game to Mai. Him talking over here to Shu and all them being mad sauce. So there they are. It's very, very slice of life. Very much slice of life. As you can see, this is them playing Clean God, the game. He got 2 movie tickets right there for him and Mai. They go back to school. This is, I hope they have that similar tone the way Gohan did. Gohan had a very good tone with that one, but if they put the Dragon Ball Super way, they gotta make it funny. They gotta make it really funny. Like throw in some more jokes, you know what I mean? I can't tell what they're really saying here. And here he's talking to the teacher again. And as we scroll up, here's the zombie looking people. They're all dressed up. Like look at this, people stolen from the mortuary and whatnot, modified, taking punches. This is his classmates. Look at that, he kicked one of them out of the hand right here. He grabs them by the neck. I think that's Compass. And then from there, the lights are snuffed out. He goes Super Saiyan. Then he beats the crap out of him. And as you can see, he said that it was ghosts causing them to hallucinate from what they saw. And you can see in the complete darkness right here, they're going back in. So these guys are modified fighters. They're actually not just human, which that's pretty cool. So here they find the safe with Dr. Giro's confidential disc, all property of Hito. So that Gerber is going to show some more backstory or whatever is going on here before he goes to prison. And we saw some of the stuff in the movie, but it's connecting this to Goten and Trunks, which is going to add some really good foundation. And I hope they do more of this, especially with Beast Gohan. But as you can see, they laid them all out. And Goten's excited to see when he gets his. Hopefully they fuse with this outfit or something, and then they show the reveal of whatever the next Trunks looks like. But this was all the moves that they used. Some pretty cool stuff. And right here at the end, look at all these robots they have to fix. This is all Trunks is doing. He's like, no. And as you can see, Dr. Hito comes in, and then they get the badge for the high school. And all of them got dropped. This man dropped his Oreos. My Oreos. Yo, I actually like Dr. Hito as a character. He's a cool Gerber character. But that's basically it. And all this leading right up to Trunks like, no. So let me know what you guys think about this so far. I think it's going to be a fun chapter. It's going to be like this for chapter 89 as well, with Goten probably taking more of the mantle there. I think they should do a fusion dance, at least in that part. And if they're going to add more lore to this, because they're going to have to speed this along because they're already up to Dr. Hito, they got to show how he gets into prison and kind of like fast forward it through it. So I think at least for the next 6 months, they're going to be doing, I guess, the slices of life pieces to the fullest, right? It's got to be Goten and Trunks. And then from there, I think at least another 2 chapters on this, the way this pacing is set. Goten in the next one, and then maybe one more before Dr. Hito goes into jail. Then they got to do some backstory with that. But so far, it's pretty fun. I hope they add more jokes and make these guys a bit more derpy. This is what the colors look like on those specific zombies that they found inside this haunted mansion. It's a haunted mansion type of episode. Pretty cool. I always thought that Clean Guy was kind of cringy, and so was Great Saiyaman, but I guess they're running it back up. They're adding like a little bit of a teenage spin inside of Dragon Ball again, and I actually enjoyed it with Gohan when I was a kid. I don't know how I'm going to enjoy this one as an adult, especially with it being more gooberfied, but we'll see. The thing about Gohan's, though, is that it led into the World Tournament arc, which was much more gruesome back in the day. Remember, Videl got the ass beating of a lifetime that you'll never see on TV again, so that's what that kind of redeemed. Here, it's super goobery. Like, they look super weak, and they were having trouble with some of the stuff. Best part about this, though, when this is animated, and plus when we see this in its fullest glory, hopefully we get more information as to what's about to happen here, because Vegeta being the one to really stare off Frieza, when his Broly gonna end up on the planet? That's one of the main things we're waiting on here in the manga. So is it the next chapter? When's the next flash over to these guys? Broly gets moved over. We see more on whatever Black Frieza is really intending. So this way, right after Superhero, whenever they're moving into End of Z or the next arc, if it is Black Frieza, what's the real purpose here? Tournament Power 2 or anything like that? Where is he? What's he going for? Who is he going for with this much power? Is he going for Beerus? Got all the Saiyans lined up. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe, hit that bell icon. This is just an overview of the newest Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 88. From everything inside of the videos that I've gotten released in the past couple days, and then on top of that, all these manga panels, discussions. Make sure you guys stay subscribed, turn on notifications, and all these leaked stills, confirmation of Black Frieza. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you should have had any more cosmetic changes, let me know as well. I will be reading them. I'll catch you guys later. Smash that like button. Young Bunny, baby.